think it's rich. Even in the modern world, this still remains the football gamer. Still, a political undertones. And that has made the El Clasico survive its rivalry till today. Rich, see a boy El Clasico with Spain. It is not just a football match. A political game. The Catalans against Madrid. Independence against Mobwa. The administrative structure of Spain is ruled by Real Madrid, but never accepted by the Catalans. And they say El Clasico Baswa, it goes beyond football. It is emancipation for the Catalans as a game. Now, because of those undertones, I think say Javier Tebas in marketing contest should thank Lamine Yamal, Rich. He should thank him. Rich, Lamine Yamal have some El Clasico Jano.
Yeah.
Who say interview is and Anciano you? Buffalo ma posti.
Oh yeah, check.
So is the right time to post it. Now they will say
to provoke.
I media for them say enkwasi afọ. Time say now they buy ebe soja. Now in some way out of in some na wakaka nyina. Dia yi pa na ama El Clasico no udu space here ya. Omuntu jai no. First of all, in some Johnny ni busa na say money Madrid say Bobby Emo. And I say but say a difficult game. Last season, anybody boy in I saw money in. And according to him, next the 20% says Benaban is it going to be a difficult game? I say not difficult for Barca. The last time I played over there, a show 4. Now and come on see why. We ever see when you're in a
Ana facha me yenya problem kakra internet ni born ni.
Okay.
Anti na yeni life.
Oh, okay.
Say William Saki kan ye mabu mama. Ya ba live. Ti mo ana mo hwe first one.
Okay, oh.
Untimi hwe first stream ni bim. E say you stream second one.
Okay.
Ewo the same in Star TV, our YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Iti ye pam chomo fan che nye boapayo. Internet in the born ni ba si ade. Back in between me join live our YouTube in Star TV.
No problem.
YouTube in Star TV na fa message no.
Rich, it is a fact, say, last season, Barca dominated Real Madrid. Lamine Yamal and Kasamu, Eko share go or honey ade. Inti Ojan is someone that could have been pardoned. But Rich, the Massa Air report say, I Real Madrid for the power is this statement. They always get the calls. They always complain. Rich. Lamine Yamal say, I see a bobo referee for nsem ja omo ye nyina no. Me I come Madrid for no. They be omo no mo complaining. Ye yakwa ni akobo ye game ni adane ye ni abaye baby. Rich. According to Massa, I must say Madrid players adwin say on. Yes, a who obomu. Ubetimi a donuma ya YSM. But there's a professional code. You need to respect in that zone. Rich, even Yajuma years and some trouble. May I show some obiat in radio station or you say omo the best.
Sure.
But Rich, you will never get in some journey or your interview or join so mama can nobody. Yes, nobody will do that.
And the others are not overboard.
Exactly, and so that is the professional code. No matter what, you need to give some kind of respect, and it must be healthy within at the end of the year. And according to Massa, Madrid players need to be Jean say, yes, Lamine Yamal also. Obetini Janenuma broso, but baby all kono. I say as I feel what try to break even the professional code, which is not good. But Rich, sound same way in psychology, we call it reinforcement. It can ginger you beat Barcelona and tell Nhyira Bernabeu to shut up. Beat them. Musheya. I'm a woman who Janin Cobressing want them. Munko Jajan and him. No, Munka next time, one can do.
When your complaints get you better be shout.
Fantastic. Rich. Sefofia and Twata. Numbers a Sako Bernabeu Bium. No, always I Real Madrid. Nhyira will stand in front of them and say, "Some guys can go for Omuntiminiambo." I think say Ochina, their performance and the results will vindicate these statements. In sa court down bobu na you know. Do your best for your team and let's revisit these situations in the me say mo me touch me say internet no so as affect me touch no so there. Emba into mun check enfama me. Rich, we zoom straight into the game. And whilst Barcelona ever injury situations, you know, Madrid were happy to post pictures of a lot of former players on our back. Carvajal back, Trent back, Dean House in our back. A lot of former injured players in our back. And Rich, when they are back like that, it gives Xabi Alonso options to decide how he wants to approach the game. For team friend Barcelona there, people thought say that on makes me IABB. But Rich, the first thing Barcelona educate game way is what I've already mentioned. Hans Flick about 4 games in the El Clasico. Rich, no defeats. Was just 16 goals for Club friend Barca. And again, this morning, Marcel report to say Hans Flick, I can't change the players, you know, and all the tactical sessions, you know, is to attack Real Madrid beam. Let's go at them. Ya bro mukro, omubu of fear. They want to come at us and beat us. That is where our strength lies. Madrid omumi and the show. And that is what Hans Flick is telling the players. Omumi. And your boys now they will come omuba. We don't mean your boy now. Then no matter what baby. And look, it is more of sometimes psychological Rich. First go ni to pe say kim. Baby e dokono. Say e to Real Madrid. They will say I never see him. E to Barcelona, they say ye nyam kofo ni biem. And Madrid will also go back and say in kofo me say be say biem. It's the psychological
football and psyche.
Yes, everything
important.
Everything in this game. And Rich, Rafinha Mo when you set back with an injury, you know. So we zoom straight onto the tactical board and see how things will go. Obia predict say, even though Trent and Carvajal are back now, this is too much of a big game to throw them in. Until Area Federico Valverde will still keep the right back now, which I think Nancy Obuni. Dinhausen then comes in because Rich Asensio, you know, and foul. Until whenever Dinhausen and I say Rudiger, Mbappe, no, they will come and partner Adam Militao, who is a constant man. And he said Dinhausen, yeah, he will play. I've been very, very impressed with Carras.
Bobo.
Yeah. I've been very, very impressed with Timo Baye, you know. He has done very, very well. With Chomani, Adam Goulet, Jude Bellingham in the middle. Mastantuano and rest ahead of the El Clasico. So he slots in on the right. Vinicius on the left. Kylian Mbappe. And Real Madrid will come again in a 4-3-3 like Senya Medi Achono. Now, all the pro-Catalan papers I report to say Barcelona ain't said any headache bia except between Kunde and Eric Garcia, one about right back. And they think say Eric Garcia this season have more games, I am more active than Abante for the Juice Kunde. So that is the only place Hans Flick will have to decide. We are not free what they are, but the place they are available. No? Rich, this is the best lineup you will get. enti Chesney, Garcia, Bade, Kubasi, Araujo. Then Frankie de Jong, Pedri, Fermin Lopez in number 10. Lamine Yamal, Rashford, Ferran Torres. Until you put Barcelona so any 4-3-3 no here. Now, Rich, this is where you start to play the game. Me te say when Fifi ka say Mujiri say Real Madrid will balance team Barca.
Sure.
I disagree. Yes. Rich. Barca is coming into this game with the same midfield or the shape Madrid last season. So, in terms of say you're familiar with this fixture, and you're more assured, Barca know what it takes. Frankie de Jong, Pedri, Fermin Lopez, 6, 8, 10. Easy. This season, I feel as Xabi Alonso Abba or try 1 DM in Chomani. Ada Goulet as the number 8, Jude Bellingham as the number 10. They are now trying. Yes, results in a positive. But Rich, you won't even come because they've not even played accumulated 10 games. And in the engine room, it is very, very competitive. But I think, sir, Barca are familiar with how they play each other than team in front of Real Madrid. Number 2, look, this season, form now Ada Goulet woman. It is very, very good. But Rich, as a number 8, defensively, he's not too much aware. And to imagine, say, game na Real Madrid will get their moment, Barca will get their moment. Rich, say Barca caught a spell of bare 10 minutes. Not Frankie de Jong, Pedri Monet, Fermin Lopez Monet, Lamine Yamal Monet, Rashford Monet, dominating, passing the ball around and trying to find space. Why never brought Chomani to defend? Unless yes, unless Jude Bellingham will have to drop deep. And one say say Freddy Valverde, because natural 8, Rich, your instinct will kick you in and say, let me go and help. Rich, you don't go and help and leave Rashford there from a right back position. Unless Xabi Alonso will say, look, Mumbai and Chekra, I will still play you. And Tidani Kavaha, the ball 2. I will want Valverde as my number 8 in the midfield against Barcelona because of the work ethics. Anyhow, experience our year. It's remember Valverde number 8. I will catch your money. Then I will play Abanti friend Ada Goulet and bench Jude Bellingham.
Okay. Because
this season, predominantly Jude Bellingham, what bench? But which Jude here fit our buy. He is playing well, and in the game against Juventus, he got the only goal. And how do you do that? Me, Xabi Alonso. This is how I would have played. Rich, I will play Cavahar number 2. I will play Cavahar.
Okay.
I will bring Valverde with your money, and I will play Jude as my number 10. But I will bench Masantuano and play Ada Goulet, so that Ada Goulet can come inside in a double number 10 with Jude Bellingham and do the creation from there. We've seen players do that. Eden Hazard was the main playmaker for Chelsea, but he was playing on the wings. Lamine Yamal does that from the wings for Barcelona today. So even if it's Rafinha, he does that from the wings for team friend Barcelona. And Semi Xabi Alonso there, that would have been the way I would play. The only problem will be say, but Ayala, Barcelona team no. Say omu bono mu progress here. Say washa, omu left back in bad no. Onu palm what free no. Say me ko bo Ada Goulet on the side. Now obo as an inverted number 10, as a creator ha. Doesn't it afford Abantia Efreno Bade the opportunity to come too much and correct? But you see the reverse analysis and so and say Bade Baby Braina on your Uchin Mutai Obebano. What it means is that Madrid's most creative player is behind him. It is a Madrid or Bana Madrid move a Jibon who has a Kima. They play a quick pass to Ada Goulet from this position. He is the best creator. And so of finding Vinicius money, Jude Bellingham, any Kylian Mbappe, Barcelona will have a certain problem to deal with. And I risk football. You need to play that way, not what me and your reward no at the Efremo. Rich. Sir Obo Ginhausen, any Adam Militawa. Now, sir, almost striker to deal with Ferrana. It is good for Barca because that is not someone you can go physical with. He's full of movement. And I've seen Real Madrid deal with movement pa omobre. Real Madrid almost as striker omompekra abilita omo. Striker de bia on the onenamo. No pe ball no channels onenamo ho or pe ball omompekra. So Ferran will be good for Barcelona and he will be rotating with Rashford. Oba left hook akra. Not Rashford akọ as center forward. And don't be Ubehunu Sir Rashford up at the position. Now Ferran akọ as the center forward. Now Rich, you know say we have been impressed with Carras, Meboa. Does he have the capacity to stop Lamine Yamal?
Me coach, me coach game Lamine Yamal no. Dia na be no. Lamine Yamal. No.
Untimi anyway.
Na bende.
Because in recent history, Ferland Mendy and to me, Frank Garcia and to me,
Obatwetwon.
And you bet me. Carras, over to me.
On scale Lamine Yamal.
Then Madrid will have a problem. Rich, then they will have a problem. Because Sir Omar Lamine Yamal who ball so for Barca. Rich, until 90 minutes, Abra on critique as many as 5 problems for you in the game.
Yeah.
Until Yabra Hawa, Sabaton also so Ebesiako. Now to finish it off, let's talk about Vinicius and Mbappe against this Barcelona team. Last season, sure Barcelona share Real Madrid in Yinano. And Chesena those 2 players from Munyadio, but which they didn't know how to break the high line of Barca. Xabi Alonso have a steady clips. Now I share other coaches do that against Barcelona. Rich, don't you think say Omo formula now, this is the time to exploit it? How do they do it? Look, Maka, Vinicius, Mbappe. Apart from the minimum yenina, Omo pace. Why do they want to run for the ball when they can run after the ball?
You there to defend na.
Enko. You don't go. Yamo born in you.
We are now worried.
Then you only need me.
Oh, sweet Jeno.
Mbappe is faster than Kubasi. Yeah. He is faster than Araujo now. Vinicius same. And minim the Real Madrid players say I will people say adrenaline no. They always want to run. And Barcelona were very good last season with Omo highlight. No, Rich is going to be a very, very chaos air Clasico. Very, very chaos.
Okay.
I agree with Nipakoro the message in the bio. Say the best prediction, especially for Omo Muta bets, are both teams to score. That is the best in this game. Because Rich, the MMG didn't ye. Very, very chaos air Clasico where both teams will score. But who will outscore who to win the game is what in your better TV
on Monday.
Why the best in Yonko Bebre at Yonko is what we will want to watch. Rich, Mammy, you crowd with winning in the next 3-4 minutes. Because, okay, Mammy Casa same way at this point. Omo mu peso mutua bet this weekend no. Rich, say we have fixtures now. I think say majority of the big teams will win. Enti say owa onya kokodu weekend we are you will win high. For instance, Chelsea against Sunderland, Chelsea will win. But you will be onya kuma the tabets.
Maybe a double chance.
No, I think all to the so. Yeah. But this weekend, Say say udi bet na udi Nhyira. Rich. Peja risk him. Senior Bayon, you don't need a lot of games to get high odds. Pick the games that are familiar to you. I will name teams now. Now I'm trying to say they will win. Now look, meaning why Chelsea will not beat Sunderland. Because Rich, we are in October. Next week, by the end of next week, November. Rich, the curve of the league, as soon as you know. And coach behind him say we are very, very good at playing the league. Rich, this is the time you find your consistency. We need back at the then you are not a contender. I think Chelsea, after dropping a lot of players for Omo Champions League game, will have the luxury to bring in João Pedro, Neto, Monet, Omo Makano back into the team. Now my team no as I do for Sunderland, and there will be too much for this Sunderland team to hold. Yes, meaning say sometimes they can be stubborn, but I think Chelsea will beat team your friend Sunderland. Rich, me know where I drink. Who say Nkofo Bebre and Manchester United chance or game win, and it is understandable. The last 7 games,
Nkofo no boy style.
Back up na man you ashe.
Boy
style. There can be our man you. But Rich, last time we see since Amorim by after the Manchester winning 2 games on the trot in the English Premier League. Rich, game when I'm about against Brighton one. Say na mimi huno. Man you will not lose that game way.
You don't know what
Brighton is stubborn. But Man U should guard against the anticlimax this time around. Their worst should be a draw for me. That is how I see this game. Liverpool better Brentford for now.
Okay.
The only problem Liverpool will have to deal with, NSA, they had their reaction against Eintracht Frankfurt after the game. And here by Salah on social media, I could delete in Liverpool no man on the bio. So there is a problem. But he is going to play today because he had to say Isaac and a groin injury. I'm quite doubtful. So we will see Salah, Viet in number 10, Iketike as a striker with Gapo. Rich, meaning say I'm going for him say Brentford is stubborn. But Rich, Liverpool will find their consistency and beat them. Arsenal and the Crystal Palace. Na Arsenal to Crystal Palace pa until Nancy Oliver Glasner by here what turning the face. It would say the last game on boy about 2-2. Crystal Palace Arsenal. But Rich, Arsenal team this season. Adia bako muye how to pick wins from these kind of games. And see, the best way is to play the game tight. When we get 1 goal, and the crowd should be good enough for us to win the game. And I think that the better Crystal Palace can cancel through Europe, no, Rich. And even this time around, they are coming out of Europe by losing to Lanaka, Eofie, and that is not good for them. They will fight, but I trust this Arsenal team. Say, or met me any win, no, or the Emirates. Villa ni City game, no, Rich. Villa this season. I'm almost here one team almost to me. Oh, Man City pa. But Villa this time around. But when you say one way you may get them wrong, go on my last 5 games, so we need 4.
Okay.
And on my lose only 1, which is your last game on boy. Europe. I will go for over 1.5 in this game.
I agree with you.
Yes, and it will be same.
These are games.
Yes.
Aston Villa,
Man City. So I'll go for an over 1.5 game, and I think it will be same with Bournemouth, sorry, and it Nottingham Forest. So say some dark by we're being the first win, but I wait to Ayala is the real test, and I think say Bournemouth 18 a year to get at least a double chance in the game against Nottingham Forest, but I'm expecting goals say ABPM. It's the same for Everton. Any team I find the Tottenham Hotspur game, our here Dickinson Stadium, I think say another over 1.5 game, and so ABPM APM or Rich. That is how I may wrap it up with me analysis. My for code and to before I do code no. Mr. Rasa, who follow me on X, na who follow me on Facebook, who say anope my postal code numpo ededa nti for omo follow me on hono. This are the codes I next Saturday. Yeah, they echo sikafie na yakope bi edi nti obetimi afa na onsusu wo de atwa bi betway codes send de bia ye no 4 enti obetimi pay attention. You either follow it as I am mentioning it on radio and I say oh share on Nhyira TV na watimi take screenshot and I say oh call me X o usu bempa Ayala and I say akwasi_Ayala ewo X and I say Facebook so a onsa ebetimi aka first one no BW1B92 F0AA. Second one no BW1B9 3FF 30. Then the next one no BW1B9 43698 and the last one BW1B 946B82. We're simple. And the games and those will be brave, but we've taken the advice of the high risk, on all the major games now. Yeah, be boninti 4 betway course. I go see _Ayala or Twitter. Let's go